Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Missy Money channel. I'm Missy, I'm a mom of 3 and the owner of Missy Money, a small business that specializes in minimalist and aesthetic cash stuffing essentials to help inspire and motivate you on your budgeting journey. Today I'm going to be cash stuffing my second paycheck of May, including variable expenses, sinking funds, and saving challenges. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so this is the second paycheck and pay period of May. And as always, I'm going to go ahead and start by seeing what's left over in my wallet and deciding if I'm going to roll over that leftover cash into this pay period or if I'm going to unstuff it and contribute to savings challenges. I'll tell you right off the bat, I don't think I have much of anything left this week. I've got $24 left in groceries, but I know it was a heavy spend week, so I do not think gas I am going to roll over into the next pay period. Spending was fully spent. Say yes was fully spent. Be kind I did give out. And then miscellaneous, got $2 left. So not a ton to unstuff, but we've got a little bit here. And I will go ahead and set this into my cash tray just in the back. And towards the end of the video, we will contribute that to saving challenges with the rest of what I have set aside. So this week, I actually did not make any changes versus my last week's breakdown in paycheck planning. So I've got $1,250 allocated against my sinking funds and savings challenges and variable expenses. And I've got my amounts with my denominations broken out on my cash planning notepad here. So I'm just going to have this set to the side so I know what I need to stuff as I'm going through and stuffing. But as I did that paycheck breakdown and cash planning with my digital budget planner, I looked to see that I needed $1,250 to cash stuff and the denominations that I needed. So I went to the bank and went ahead and got that cash out. So I will go ahead and pop this all into my cash tray here. All right, guys, so let me go ahead and we will start by stuffing my wallet for the week and getting this ready for my variable expenses. So beginning with groceries, groceries is getting $200. Which is great. Eating out is getting $150. We used all $150 last week because I was at the office late several days in a row because of the draft, which was awesome and super fun, but we needed to kind of supplement around that. So we definitely used all of that money. Gas, I did not fill up last week, so I am just adding 50 because I anticipate that I'm going to need to use all of that in this upcoming week. Spending is getting $30. The draft was such an incredible experience. It's my first time experiencing it, working, for a professional sports organization, and it was the coolest moment. I will tell you, as a fan, seeing it before, it was always kind of cool to watch. Say Yes is getting $30 as well. But being on this side of it, what was so eye-opening to me, Be Kind is getting $5. Is the life-changing nature of the draft and just realizing that the individuals that get drafted, the young men that get drafted, truly are realizing their dreams and seeing all their hard work come to life in that moment. And that human part of it was so amazing to see from the inside of it. I just it totally was a different view and just humanized the whole thing for me in a way that I honestly hadn't felt it before. So it was such a cool experience. Miscellaneous is getting $40. I give myself a mix of bills so that I've got flexibility to use miscellaneous as I need to use it. So we will go ahead and pop that in. And then the spent envelope, I am not at the end of the month, so I'm just going to keep contributing to that as I'm making my card purchases, and my wallet is all set for the week. All right, next is my long-term sinking funds. So let's go ahead and get started here. Insurance. So insurance is getting $25. So insurance now has 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So 460. So we're in good shape to be able to pay that bill in June. Home is getting $50. So home now has 500, 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, 860, 865. And unfortunately, we're going to have to pull probably most of that because our TV, our one TV in our living room, main TV, died. And so we're going to need to replace that. I think we're going to go to Costco to replace that because I know that they have really good deals on TVs and, you know, good technology. So unfortunately that's going to set us back for refinishing the attic, but that's what these envelopes are for. So we will deal with that. All right. Car got 15. So car now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 490, 510, 520, 530, 540, 45, 50, 55. So that's adding up as well. That's great. Subscriptions is getting $20. So it now has 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 30. So 330. But yeah, it was such a bummer. We thought it was like a, you know, network connection or something. And so we were pressing all the buttons. And then the more that we were troubleshooting it and like Googling what was happening, like it was turning on and we could hear the sound, but the screen was just black. The more we realized it was a TV, but we had it for, we were doing the math, we've had that TV for 11 years. So it definitely served its time. And it was time, and we probably should have anticipated that that would have happened at some point, but yeah, so we will replace that. All right. Annual passes got 15. So it now has 100, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. All right, birthdays is getting $40. So birthdays now has 100, 200, 250, 70, 90, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, which is great. Kindness Projects is getting $10, which will put this at 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. Clothing is getting $25. So clothing now has $65. And that is it for my long-term sinking funds. All right, guys, next is my short-term sinking funds. So starting with shopping, shopping is getting $25 this week. So shopping now has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. Date night is getting $15. So date night now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, guys, hello, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 510. So 110 in date night. Slowly building that one up. All right, family fun is getting $25. So family fun now has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Beauty and grooming. Beauty and grooming is getting $15. So beauty and grooming now has 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. I did just pull from this one because for the first time in my life ever, I got influenced on TikTok to make a purchase. So I saw it was 100% like a sponsored monetized post, but I still ended up, and most of the time I can like look past those, but I ended up buying it. It's like this combo, like brush slash blow dryer that's supposed to make doing your hair faster. And so she got me with the live demo because she did it without a cut, and she kind of like showed how easy it was to go from damp hair to really nice like textured blowout. And so I bought it. It's still in the box, but I need to get it out and try it. And I'm hoping that I do not regret my first TikTok shop influencer post. So we'll see how that goes. All right, self-care got $15. Anything that like can take time out of my getting ready routine is a big win in my book. So hopefully this works. All right, self-care now has 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Because I tell you what, the morning is like a crazy time. When you've got 3 kids, you're getting up early, try to get yourself ready and the kids ready to get out the door. It's just crazy times. All right, Lola and Luna got 25, so they now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15. All right, guys, gifts. Gifts is getting $25. So it now has 20, 40, 50, 45, 50. Goodness gracious. All right, school. School is getting $20. So school now has 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 30. And then Oops is getting $20. And so it now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 95, 200, 5. So that's a good amount to have in Oops. All right, and that is it for my short-term sinking funds. All right, guys, so I am going to go ahead and combine the cash we have left for savings challenges. I do have some ones left this week, so we will deal with those. All right. And we'll start with the 52-week savings challenge. So I am in week 19. And I do think I have enough to do exact change for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and fill this one out. I've had a few of you comment that you've started this challenge and are really liking it, just as like a really easy, simple challenge, especially as a starter challenge. If you're new to savings challenges, this one's a great one. All right. Next is my 12-month savings challenge. So let's flip back here to May. I am going to do another $120 for this one. And then I can fill in 12 more symbols, which will take me to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this will be the last one. All right, guys, so we are in great shape for the May Savings Challenge, 2 weeks in. And that's it for the 12-month Savings Challenge. All right, holidays. We need to make some contributions here. So let's go ahead, and I do want to finish out Mother's Day. So we are all set for that. So I need $50 to finish this one out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right away. And we will finish out this tracker. Awesome. So that should bring us to $250. Let's just do a count on this one and make sure that that's what we got. All right, so we have, you know what, guys? I think I'm going to be $5 short. Hold on, let's count this. 50, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, 245. I am $5 short on this, and I totally remember why. So I don't know if you all caught it, but there were some of you that did catch it about 2 weeks ago, I think it was now. I said that I filled in, I think it was, I thought I had put in a 20 and a 10, but I'd really put in a 20 and a 5. And so I was $5 short. And I said that I was going to fix it on an upcoming cash stuffing, but I totally forgot. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull my wallet over, and I'm going to pull $5 from my miscellaneous so that I can make this one whole, which will just give me a little bit less in variable expenses for this week, but that's totally okay, because I want to be whole on the savings challenge. So I am fixing it, not as fast as I said I was going to, but I did find it and I did fix it. So now we've got 50, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, 245, 250. So we are fully funded for Mother's Day and corrected on that miss. I didn't know that I did that until I was editing, and I caught it in editing, and I thought I am gonna fix that as soon as I remember, and I forgot to do that. So now we are caught up, which is great, and that one is all set. I do want to get a jump on Father's Day because that will be here before you know it. So I am gonna go ahead, and I think I'm gonna do 50 for this one as well. And actually I might just do 55, because then I'll be able to do 2 rows plus this one, and that'll put me halfway done with it. So let's go ahead and get these filled out. In an ideal world, I would be working like 2 to 3 challenges ahead. So like in a perfect world, I would be done with Father's Day cookout, like be done with 2 to 3 of the like closest challenges that I've got coming up. But since I just started this year, it's going to take me a little while to get ahead like that. I will tell you though, with my Magic Month paycheck that's coming at the end of this month, I think I'll be able to kind of put myself in a good place. So, so hopefully make a dent on a bunch of these, and then I can start kind of working on these ones in the back that that I haven't touched because the holidays have recently passed, and you know, start building and getting ahead kind of the way that I want to be ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and skip back here to Christmas. Christmas is one that I do fill in every single week, so we will go ahead and keep with that. I'm going to put $40 in and fill out one of these stockings, and that will put me halfway done with saving for Christmas, which is amazing since it's only May. And I'm just going to keep going with this one. So so even if I fill in the entire tracker, I will probably still contribute just $40 every single week. And if that puts me ahead and over what I need, that's great. But I'll just keep moving on that one. All right, so that is it, I think, for the Holiday Savings Challenge for this week. Next, I will go ahead and do my Magical Vacation Savings Challenge. I am going to fill in 2 more accommodations. We did get our pricing for accommodations, and we will have to make that deposit this week. So I am definitely going to contribute both 50s that I've got here to accommodations. Which is great. I am going to flip over here to tickets and fill in one of the tickets for $30, which will be great because that'll put me halfway done with that one. So I'm halfway done with our ticket savings challenge, which is great. And then I think I'm going to fill out a food and drinks for $15. I've got 110 and a 5, so I'll be able to fill in one of these. One of you commented on my last post because I was talking about Bippity Boppity Boutique and how I thought you could do it on a cruise or at the park, and I think somebody commented that you can do either. So we have to decide where we're going to do it. That's definitely going to be an activity that we do. All right, and then I've got a 5 left, so I'm just going to go flip until I find my first $5 challenge. Souvenirs is the winner, so we will put a 5 with that. And then I do not have any singles savings challenges in my Magical Vacation Savings Challenge, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish that one. And then I'll pop my Holiday Savings Challenge back out because I know that I've got $2 left. And I think that 4th of July is a $2 challenge. It is. So I'm just going to pop both of the singles with that one, and we'll fill in one of these. Perfect. And that is it, guys. So that is it for this second week in May. As always, I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much for interacting with this video, for watching it, for liking it, for commenting. It all means so much and is such a huge help. I do want to give a really quick update on timing for Shop Drop. So I have my final, I've been tracking it so closely. My final shipment is coming in. It is with FedEx and it is coming in on Tuesday. So this next Tuesday. I will need several days just to get pictures ready, to get all the inventory. I want to check through everything, make sure that I'm feeling good about the quality, and then I will post a shop update once I'm able to kind of go through everything, film it, feel really good about it. So I'm anticipating probably not this coming Friday, but the Friday after that or sometime around there will be Shop Drop timing. So because some of you have asked, yes, I will be restocking all different types of things, including binders and wallets. There are some new designs coming as well. So, and some redesigns coming, some upgrades coming, which will include a few design tweaks based on the survey that I sent out and all of you giving your opinions, which was so incredibly helpful. And then new colors as well will be joining. So there are some colors that will stay consistent from kind of the first generation, some new colors that are coming with this second generation of designs. I also have a bunch of other stuff coming to the shop, guys. It's not just a binder and wallet restock. It's a bunch of different things that are coming to the shop. So, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, shipment gets here Tuesday. I'll have a lot to go through, pictures to take, so give me a couple weeks to do that, but I will get it out as soon as possible because I know so many of you have been asking about it, and I'm so incredibly grateful for that. So, so that's the update for the shop. As always, if you are on your own personal finance or budgeting journey, I do wish you a simple budget, a calm mind, and a happy life. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.